Hey everyone, I'm AANDM and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the wild world of cybersecurity vulnerabilities. It's like exploring hidden traps in an Indiana Jones movie, but instead of temples, it's your computer systems. And instead of darts, it's data breaches and identity theft. We'll explore common vulnerabilities and how to mitigate them. The internet, for all its wonders, can be dangerous. It's full of cracks and crevices that hackers exploit. By understanding these, we can protect our digital lives. So grab your metaphorical whips and fedoras, and let's go hunting. Our first stop on this tour of cyber vulnerabilities takes us deep into the matrix. Well, not really, but we are talking about software. Software isn't perfect. It's written by humans, and humans make errors. These errors are software vulnerabilities. Buffer overflows, unpatched software, zero-day vulnerabilities. Don't worry, we'll get to mitigation strategies later. We've talked about software, but what about the hardware? Surely that's impenetrable, right? Well, not so fast. Remember those Spectre and Meltdown vulnerabilities? Those were prime examples of hardware vulnerabilities. Side-channel attacks, exploiting processor operations. Imagine a hacker eavesdropping on your computer's innermost thoughts. And firmware exploits can be even sneakier. Let's move from the physical components of our digital lives to the invisible threads that connect them, networks. Remember that public Wi-Fi you used at the coffee shop last week, or that unsecured website you visited? These are gateways for network vulnerabilities. Think man-in-the-middle attacks, where hackers intercept your data, and DNS spoofing, redirecting you to fake websites to steal your information. Okay, so we've talked about software, hardware, and networks, but what about the gatekeepers, the guardians of our digital castles? I'm talking about authentication. Weak passwords are easily guessable combinations that hackers love to crack. Broken authentication allows attackers to bypass security checks. Credential stuffing uses stolen login information to break into accounts. Imagine buying a state-of-the-art security system but leaving it in the box. That's what happens when we ignore configuration vulnerabilities. Default settings on new devices practically beg hackers to exploit them. Misconfigured firewalls are as effective as a screen door on a submarine. We've talked about software, hardware, networks, and configurations, but there's one vulnerability that's often overlooked: the human element. Think about it. We've all clicked on a phishing link or fallen for a social engineering scam, and then there are insider threats, those malicious actors within our own organizations who exploit their access for personal gain. It's a reminder that cybersecurity isn't just about technology, it's about people. We often think about cybersecurity as a purely digital problem. But what about the physical world? Our devices exist in the real world, and so do we. Imagine your laptop being stolen from a coffee shop, or a discarded hard drive not properly erased ending up in the wrong hands. These physical breaches can be just as damaging as any digital hack. Finally, let's talk about cryptography, the art of writing and solving codes. In our digital age, cryptography is essential for protecting our data and communications. But what happens when the codes themselves are flawed? We're talking about weak encryption algorithms, or key management flaws where the keys used to encrypt and decrypt data are compromised. And let's not forget about certificate spoofing, where hackers disguise themselves as trusted entities to intercept sensitive information. So there you have it, a crash course in cybersecurity vulnerabilities. We've covered software glitches, hardware weaknesses, network issues, and the human element. By understanding and mitigating these vulnerabilities, you can enhance your cybersecurity. Stay safe and informed. Knowledge is power in the digital age. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe and see you in the next video.